Hi there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Aquarius, it's going to be a universe system format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Self-respect, yeah. So Aquarius, Page of Pentacles, Hanged Man, and also the Seven of Wands as your overall energy. I feel that in this present moment, you are learning a lot. That Venus in retrograde that we already passed kind of like taught you a lot of things. And it kind of like reminded me of the Capricorn reading that I just did before this, that it taught you when it comes to you learning on how to establish your boundaries even more. You learning what to resist and what to not resist. You learning on what to speak up about and what not to speak up about. Okay? Because I feel that you're being very, very good here. Now, let's talk about your overall challenges. You have the Ace of Swords and you also have the Two of Swords in that preposition. One of the biggest challenges when it comes to you and this connection has a lot to do with the insufficient informations or the confirmation bias that you might have when it comes to this person or this relationship that led you to unable to make a full decisive decision about it. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? But with the Ace of Swords here also talks about lies sometimes. It could be you're probably holding on to an idea of somebody because of what they say. That is possible as well. But we're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the past, Capricorn, you have the Ten of Wands and also the Ten of Pentacles in upright position. You put in like a lot of hard work when it comes to a particular person and a particular relationship. You carried those burdens and you carried all of those weight on your shoulder because you were expecting that connection to lead to like a long-term stable relationship that you've always wanted. Now, what was this person doing? Well, they were infatuated by you, but I feel that there is something here about you not being really on the same page with them. You're already in a Ten of Pentacles mindset, while this person is in the Ace of Wands mindset. You see how different it is, right? Ace of Wands, this talks about sex, this talks about lust, passion, infatuation, talks about excitement, talks about how physically attractive you are and everything like that. But you were on a different page when it comes to this person. Okay, you were hoping a family, you were hoping some responsibility, you were hoping something from this person, but this is what they were hoping for. So all of the chasing, all of the attempts, all of the things that get you swept off of your feet for them is because they were feeling deeply, I don't know, relate to your own situation. It could be deeply lustful, deeply infatuated, deeply passionate, whatever you may call it. But there was a major big differences here when it comes to expectations of this relationship. Now, in the present moment, Capricorn, Aquarius, you have the Page of Wands and also the King of Wands in upright position. I feel that in this present moment, you are more firm. Okay, you're no longer in that we mindset or that relationship mindset that you were, but instead I feel that you are right now exploring your own individuality. Yeah, I feel that right now you're exploring your playful nature. I feel that this week or next week, there's something here that you're going to be surprised about when it comes to you. You're going to be surprised by, oh, wow, like I'm actually kind of like quite good at, I don't know, storytelling. Oh, wow, like I'm actually kind of like quite good at doing this. Like you would find some things within yourself that you never thought or you forget that you had it within you. Okay. Or maybe you were able to charm, like your bosses or something like that. And you're like, well, like I forgot that I had it in me, that I had that ability within me. Okay. Now, in the present moment, they have the Empress and they also have the Emperor in upright position. Now the tables have turned because, again, in the past, you were on this mindset of, them and I, we are going to be something serious, okay? Because I see us being something serious. Now they're like this. They're like, wow, like, actually, why do I keep saying Capricorn? You might be dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know. Actually, Aquarius, I see you as a perfect match for me. I do see you as being a perfect match for me. You're the yin to my yang. You're the straw to my berry. You know what I mean? You're a perfect match for me. We are a perfect match. Now they're in the mindset when you start, focusing a lot more on your strength, on your power, on your own individuality. Now they're starting to realize that, what? Aquarius and we're actually a perfect match. We're actually good together. I do see some qualities within Aquarius that is actually making me very, very sure and certain that, Aquarius and we could be together because we're such a perfect match. But, however, okay, you're dealing with somebody who has a bit of I'm not going to say pride, but it's more about them liking to be the one who is much more in control of the relationship. The masculine energy in them is very dominant, and especially you guys right here with your masculine energy, I do see here being a bit of a clash. I feel that this person is kind of like quite waiting for you to go back to your we or us mindset that you had in the past. So I do see a bit of a clash of energy now. Because you can speak up now, Aquarius. You could fight back. You could resist. You could establish boundaries, something that I think you didn't do or you were not able to do in the past. So they're like, okay, if Aquarius want to be that way, we'll have this tug of war of a masculine and a masculine type of energy. Now, in the future, you have the King of Swords and you also have the Death in upright position. I feel that in the future, you are even going to be more colder and more nonchalant about it. You know what I mean? Very aloof about it. Because you feel that you feel better. You know what I mean? I do see like an upgrade of energy from the past and the present moment to the future where you just feel better, caring a lot more on yourself, establishing boundaries, speaking up for yourself. It makes you feel better because you're able to self-actualize, you're able to find yourself again, and it just makes you feel better, and you are not willing to go back to the time where you were the one that was carrying all of these burdens. How is this person going to act in the future? Five of Cups and also the Devil. They want you to do something towards them but there's a difference in it, you completely don't care and you completely in the energy of like, nope, I want better things. And they're more like, okay, I'm going to act as if like I'm okay with letting this go. But what I'm doing is that I am actually trying to seduce, or I'm actually trying to attract Aquarius to come to me, to do something to me, okay? Now let's clarify your reading, Aquarius. I see this. Emperor, Queen of Swords, the Devil. It's just a bluff. This person is still... So it's like what they're doing in comparison to how they feel and what they're expecting out of you and what they're expecting out of this relationship is 180-degree different. Yeah. Whatever it is that they're doing, it's just more of like a bluff. It's just so that they could maintain control, and they want you to be in that we energy again. But you're like, nope, I've learned enough, again, as I said, Venus retrograde taught you like a lot of lessons, and you're like, no, I would like to restructure. Even if I were to be doing things with you, or even if we were to be together again, I would like it to be restructured. I want things to change. I don't want it to be the way that it was in the past because I felt awful. Let's clarify the Emperor from their side in the future, in the present moment. A part of them truly wants to do something when it comes to this connection, It's like, yeah, let me do it. Let me just do something that is potentially could expand this relationship to a better place. But you are so skeptical of this person. I feel that you've learned a lot. You've gained like a lot of knowledge, and you've had like a lot of assumptions, conclusions, or informations when it comes to this person, to a point where they would need to convince you with things that could basically make this thing go away. Let's say, for instance, you are assuming them to not be, let me give you an example. You're assuming them to not be so serious about you. Okay, this is what you believe in. This is the source. You will need them to convince you that what you believe is untrue. Not with just words, but you gotta see it really with their actions. Okay, let's clarify the future now, hun. I'm gonna clarify that Five of Cups. Clarify King of Swords from Aquarius side. Yeah, you're like, I'm manifesting really good things from me. I'm manifesting like a good relationship where I feel like, we're on the same page, where we're actually equal with one another. And you're very set, you're very determined on that's something that you want to have in your life. And you are not going to have something that is less than that. Whereas with this person, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be a bit more passive in the future. They're going to be like, I'm going to act as if like it doesn't really matter for me, but in reality, they're waiting. They're waiting for you to do something about it. And clarify the Devil. But you couldn't care less about it, hun. Like, whatever game that this person is trying to play in the present moment, or even in the future, you're not really caring about it. And I feel that a part of you actually could see that. Like, I know that this person wanted me to do this, but I'm not going to do it instead. I'm going to focus a lot more on me. I'm going to find my own power. I'm going to find my own strength. I'm going to find my own self and my own individuality. Whereas with this person is much more so still being very much invested in this relationship, energetically speaking. So it's more about them still thinking, them still feeling, them still wondering and obsessing, but not so much of them actually investing in real thing, because they want you to come to them again. There's something about them wanting you to be the one that comes to them, them wanting you to be the one that invests in them again, wanting you to be the one that do something towards them again. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Aquarius. Some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn though, because it's kind of like quite similar. The first two cards is very similar with the advice for Capricorn. But well, it's kind of like the same advice too. Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Cups in upright position. I feel that when deciding whether or not you want to be with somebody or not, the first thing that you need to look at is whether or not you both are emotionally compatible with one another. You know what I mean? Are you emotionally compatible for one another? Can you give them what they need, and can they give you what you need? What is their attachment style? What is their love languages? What is the first thing that you need in terms of partnership? And what is the first thing that they need in terms of partnership? Are you compatible emotionally? Does this person makes you feel fulfilled? I wouldn't say happy, because if I say happy, that's going to be like the highest high and the lowest low. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I would say, does this person actually makes you feel fulfilled? Does this person actually makes like you feel as if like they're bringing out the best version of yourself? Out of the feelings that you've experienced throughout your connection with this person, how many percent was it that you felt wonderful? Was it just 10 or 20? Or was it 80? This is what your guides and your angels want you to do. Remember, take a good look at it, Page of Pentacles. Explore it again, evaluate it again, study it again, and ask yourself, how many percent did you feel happy within that connection? Was it 20 or was it 80? If it's just 20, then you know what to do. You're not emotionally compatible with one another. Because, I've done thousands of personal readings, and I see people actually, holding on to a relationship that make them 10% happy. That's why breadcrumbing is very effective, because again, it just, when you're thirsty of love and you're incapable of filling those cup of love yourself, when somebody just gives you a sprinkle of happiness, you're like, wow, this is so good. This feels so good. But then it left you thirsty again. It left you in drought again. You know what I mean? Okay. So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Aquarius. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.